What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. This time I'm reviewing the game Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which was released on the Nintendo GameCube and Nintendo Wii by Nintendo. So I believe this is the first time that Nintendo has released a game on two different consoles. And in this case, the game, the Zelda game for the pretty much the GameCube version is pretty much the last first party title that was released on the GameCube, and the Wii version is pretty much one of the launch titles for the Wii and everything. And you pretty much play as Link like you do with the rest of the Zelda games in the franchise, where Link lives in a town called Orden, that's in the southernmost part of Hyrule and all that. And now he is asked by Rusty to take a sword and shield to the Hyrule Castle and all that. While he's on his way, pretty much the mayor's daughter and Rusty's son's Colin are kidnapped by some group of monsters and everything, and they knock Link out. And and when Link comes to, he finds himself changed into a wolf, and he receives help from some creature named Mena, who helps him escape from the prison and all that. And pretty much Link ends up meeting up with Zelda, and Zelda pretty much tells him what happened. And at some point after that, Link pretty much turned back to his regular self. Now I will get to the fact that he changed to a wolf. It is pretty much part of the plot. It involves the Twilight and everything like that, and the main enemies and stuff. Now, the GameCube version and the Wii version of Twilight Princess is pretty much the same, with the main exception being the controls. You know what I'm saying? Due to the fact that you're using the GameCube controller for the GameCube version and the Wii Wiimote and the nunchuck for the Wii version. But like I said, when it comes to like the story, graphics, and all that, everything pretty much the same and all that. Now, when it comes to the weapons and items and all that, you pretty much collect stuff like you would with the rest of the rest of the Zelda games and all that. You get like a slingshot, swords, shields, bottles. Then there's some of the weapons and items and stuff that pretty much receive an upgrade depending on what item it is, or weapons and all that, you know. And you pretty much go to different parts of Hyrule, you know what I'm saying, like the Twilight, the Palace of Twilights, the Snow Peak ruins, the Forest Temple, and all that. So it's kind of, you will be doing a lot of traveling through the course of the game and all that. And now there's a couple of things that's pretty much new to the game, and they're pretty much the you're able to ride a horse, and you change it to a wolf, and the as far as getting a horse is concerned, it's depending on which city you're in. They'll ask you to, I don't know what they ask you, but you will have to take a horse if it's a certain section that's too far to get to. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about changing to the wolf is concerned, it's really like depending on where you at and everything. You can't like control like when you change it to a wolf and all that. Now the pretty much as far as the enemies are concerned, you know what I'm saying? They're the majority of them are pretty new to the franchise, you know what I'm saying? The only exception will be Ganon himself, because you pretty much faced him in the vast majority of the Zelda franchise, pretty much as the end boss. The only exception that comes to mind would be Zelda 2, the original of Link in for the NES. Now, as far as the regular enemies are concerned, I'll say you pretty much face enemies like Bubblings, Shadow Beasts, and Keys and all that. These are pretty much like different animals and creatures and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to the bosses, there's like the main bosses and the mini bosses and all that. And the majority of the time, the main bosses are in like a specific dungeon and all that and everything. So there's pretty much a total of 9 bosses in total, which include um, Ganon himself. Now the thing with Ganon is that he has like 4 different forms that you have to fight against. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be safe to say that he's each one is tougher than the last. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's also 5 different mini bosses and all that, you know what I'm saying? And each one is like, has like a different strategy in order for you to defeat them, you know what I'm saying? Like this monkey, this one monkey mini boss, you have to like, you suddenly hit him in the butt, like a sword like that. That's kind of, goofy in my opinion for a Zelda title in terms of a strategy, but that's what you have to do. And then there's a few staples in the Zelda franchise that obviously make a return. The first one will be collecting hearts to increase Link's health and everything. And it's kind of like it's just all collecting hearts is like the same way. You collect 4 heart sections and you get a heart that, like I said, increases his health and all that. Now the other one is like you pretty much explore dungeons and all that, and the way that it's done is pretty much kind of remind me of Zelda: Link to the Past, in that you collect a map, a compass, and you get a key. You know what I'm saying? And you can find like other chests. You'll find the location of a boss in that particular castle and everything. So that is one of the main staples, and it's pretty good in my opinion. Now, when it comes to the graphics and design of Twilight Princess, I would say that it is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I have no pretty much major complaints with the graphics and design of Twilight Princess. I would say that the Wii version of it pretty much has a slight advantage in the graphics department. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the controls, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Get a chance. I did play the Wii version, but not the GameCube version. But I would honestly say that it comes down to personal preference. If you like the GameCube version or the Wii version, so it's you can't go wrong either way, though. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the soundtrack and all that, it is pretty excellent. You know what I'm saying? It really don't matter if you play the GameCube version or the Wii version. It's gonna be good regardless of which one you play. You know what I'm saying? Now overall, I would say it really don't matter which one you get. I say get just get and play Twilight Princess. I'll say get both of them if you can, if you have both a Wii and the GameCube. Especially if you have like the Wii, if have a Wii that's actually backwards compatible, you know what I'm saying? So you can like go back and forth and notice that like pretty much the minor differences between the two versions. But anyway, I would say as far as the score, definitely give it a 10 out of 10 because as far as like the gripes are concerned, I I don't have any with the Twilight Princesses, especially with the Wii version and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, if you like Twilight Princess, you can mention it. If you prefer the Wii version over the GameCube version, or vice versa, you can mention that. If you have a favorite boss that you like to fight against, you can also mention that, or anything else pretty much related to the to Twilight Princess. You can mention it. With that being said, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.